Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. Saturday, 3 p.m., the streets of Roseau are alive with vibrant colors, floats, dancers, costume bands, and the infectious energy of carnival. Bouillon music and calypso echo through the air. Laughter fills every corner, and communities unite to celebrate what it means to be Dominican. This is Mass Domnik, the real Mass, an experience that is safe, authentic, affordable, offering something for everyone to enjoy. It is where our culture comes together and takes center stage, where we celebrate in a way that is true to our roots and reflects the authenticity of our traditions. I pause to acknowledge the presence of Her Worship Sandra Uminroye, the Mayor of the City of Roseau, Mr. Jeffrey James, Superintendent of the Dominica Police Force, Miss Ayodele Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Mrs. Charlene White Christian, Chairperson of the Carnival Road Parade Production Committee, Miss Calma Luis, Senior Environmental Health Officer responsible for food safety, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuned in live via social media and on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Monel Alexis, and I am the Public Relations and Communications Specialist for Discover Dominica Authority. This morning, I am delighted to serve as your guide for this press conference. And today, we focus solely on Saturday's Mass Dominic opening and National Parade. We will hear from the Mayor of the City of Roseau, Discover Dominica Authority's Festival and Events Manager, the Police, the Carnival Parade Production Committee, and the Ministry of Health. Now, this year's Carnival opening is going to be different. Learn all about it today. Let's begin. It is my pleasure to welcome Her Worship Sandra Uminroye, Mayor of the City of the Roseau, to deliver remarks.
Mr. Jeffrey James, Superintendent of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, Adeline Andrew, Festival and Event Management of Discover Dominica and Authority, Mrs. Charlene White Christian, Chairperson of the Carnival Road Parade Production Committee, Ms. Calma Luis, Senior Environment Health Officer responsible for food safety, members of the media, other invited guests, those watching on Emo News, listening on DBS Radio, the media, good morning. Well, I said good morning. If you're in the feast of Carnival, we shouldn't be like that. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Okay. Good morning and a hearty welcome to you on this, the official opening of Mass Dominic 2025 under the theme, The Real Mass. As the rhythm of our culture fills the air, we gather to celebrate not only a festival, but the heart and soul of our people. Carnival has always been more than cultural events. It is a profound expression of who we are. It is vibrant display of our history, creativity, and resilience. Through this pulsating music, dazzling costumes, and captivating performances, the real Mass reminds us of rich culture heritage that unite us as a people. Carnival is more than just culture explosion. It has many economic benefits for the country as well. Each year, these events create countless opportunities for local businesses, supporting livelihoods and creating fond memories. Let us continue to embrace and expand the economic potential of Carnival for the benefit of all. As we take part in this festive celebration, I encourage you to commit yourselves to make Mass Dominic 2025 one of peace, one of togetherness, one of joy, and respect all. Let us reject violence, and I say reject violence in every form, ensuring that our festive are safe, enjoyable for everyone, residents and visitors alike. As Mayor of the City of Roseau, I urge you to embody the spirit of Carnival. We encourage you to demonstrate to the world that Dominica is not just a cradle of culture, but the beacon of peace and harmony. Let the drum rolls, let the color burst, let the streets of Roseau come alive with energy and color. On the behalf of the people of the city, I officially welcome all to the opening of Mass Dominic 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. And of course, Dominica is the beacon of peace. In fact, we boast of having one of the safest carnivals in the region. So if you're listening out there and you're looking for a carnival that is safe, that is affordable, that's authentic, then Dominica should be your carnival of choice. And something very interesting, you will learn that the route this year has changed. For details on the routes and what we should know, I'm going to invite to the podium Mr. Jeffrey James, the Superintendent of Dominica Police Force.
Good morning to everyone. Protocol has been established, so I'll move straight into my remarks or presentation with reference to the opening of Mass Dominic 2025. To begin, my name is Jeffrey James, as the moderator had said. So let me go straight into my remarks. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, as we will gather to celebrate this year's grand opening of Carnival on 18th of January 2025, we urge everyone to embrace a spirit of joy and respect. Please remember that this is a family-friendly event. Offensive language, violence, robbery, theft, drinking and driving, smoking of cannabis in the public, or any form of criminal activity will not be tolerated. And I must inform you that offenders or people who are bent on committing crimes, they will be swiftly arrested and be dealt with according to the law. Our police presence will be heightened to ensure safety and prevent any criminal activity. We ask for your cooperation in making this year's Carnival opening enjoyable for all. Let's work together to create a safe and festive atmosphere. Enjoy the celebrations responsibly. As per the traffic arrangement, let me just give some traffic arrangement. As the moderator said, we have some changes, so we need to know the traffic arrangement as per the opening of Mass Dominic 2025. And this is a notification for the general public, the traffic arrangement, that the following traffic arrangement will be in place to facilitate the parade, which marks the opening of Carnival 2025, the real Mass on Saturday, January 18th, 2025, from 3 p.m. The route: floats bands will assemble on the E.O. Leblanc Highway between Public Works Department and Steber Street. From the assemblage point, the parade will move southwards along E.O. Leblanc Highway, southwards along Goodwill Road onto Independence Street, southwards along Independence Street, westwards along King George Duffy Street, northwards along Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, eastwards along Kennedy Avenue onto the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Just to mention that uniformed police will be strategically located to ensure that the traffic route is enforced throughout the event. To continue on more traffic arrangement, no parking for smooth procession of the parade. Yes, there are some traffic arrangement in terms of no parking that will be made and enforced. The following areas will be designated as no parking from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Both sides of Goodwill Road from Pottersville Savannah to Old Lottery Building on Independence Street. To continue, both sides of King George Duffy Street from Independence Street to the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard. Both sides on Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard from Roseau Cruise Ship Berth to Kennedy Avenue. Both sides on Kennedy Avenue from Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard to Bath Road Junction, that is the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Both sides of Charles Avenue from Hospital Roundabout to 8 Bank. Both sides of Walls Lane to Stock Farm Road to Charles Avenue. Both sides of Stock Farm Road from E.O. Leblanc Highway to Rolls Lane. Just to inform you again that police officers will be placed to ensure that the no parking signs are enforced. To continue on traffic arrangement, we are going to relocate a bus stop to accommodate the parade. Relocation of the bus stop from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Soufouya Point Michel bus stop will be relocated to Virgin Lane, that is in front of the cathedral between Cross Street and Independence Street. So Soufouya bus stop and bus drivers for Soufouya and Point Michel bus stop, take heed that you will be relocated to Virgin Lane in front of the cathedral between Cross Street and Independence Street. A few traffic diversion, or 2 traffic diversion to be specific, from 1 p.m., that is from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Vehicles traveling south along E.O. Leblanc will be diverted east along Stock Farm Road, south along Rolls Lane, north along Charles Avenue to the Goodwill Link Road or Bath Estate Center Roma Back Road. And the second diversion, vehicles traveling north from the city of Roseau will utilize the Goodwill Link Road or Bath Estate Road, that is / the Center Roma Back Road. Traffic diversion from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. continues. Vehicles traveling north along Victoria Street will turn right onto High Street. Vehicles traveling south from the city of Roseau will utilize the Stadium Link Road through the Botanic Gardens. Then we have some no entry signs that are to be placed, again to accommodate the free flow of the parade. Free no entry signs on Victoria Street from its junction with High Street. There will be a no entry sign. On E.O. Leblanc Highway from its junction with Stock Farm Road. On E.O. Leblanc Highway from its junction with Pitivay Street. And as I said, well, I continue to say that police officers will be placed at this location to ensure that these signs are enforced. Motorists are advised, my final advice to motorists are advised to utilize all the available streets away from the parade route between 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. to reduce delays, obviously, traffic congestion or collisions. The general public is asked to adhere to this traffic arrangement as we all seek to bring about an orderly opening parade. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Superintendent James, and thank you to the police force for their continued support with all our activities throughout the season and those prior. Up next, we hear from Ms. Ayodele Andrew, our Festivals and Events Manager here at Discover Dominica Authority.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to the listeners online and to the viewers as well. To Her Worship, Mayor of the City of Roseau, Sandra Ominore, Mr. Jeffrey James, Superintendent of the Dominica Police Force, Mrs. Charlene White Christian, Chairperson of the Carnival Road Parade Production Committee, Ms. Kalma Lewis, Senior Environmental Health Officer responsible for food safety, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. As we eagerly anticipate Saturday's official opening and the National Parade, the air is thick with excitement. This marks the true beginning of Mass Domnik, a time for incredible celebrations, unforgettable memories, and pure zero. For those joining us online, this parade offers a captivating glimpse into the authentic spirit of Dominica's Carnival. It's a bird's eye view of the vibrant colors, pulsating rhythms, and infectious energy that will soon fill our streets. As the parade winds its way through the city, and Superintendent James gave us the full route, please adhere to his warnings, his guidelines. As the parade winds its way through the city, you will witness a spectacular display of our rich cultural heritage. The sights and songs will transport you to the heart of the action, culminating in a grand showcase on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, Bayfront as we like to call it. This year, as part of the official opening and national parade, we pay tribute to the legendary Frankie Crazy T. Bellot, whose passion for Dominica's Carnival continues to inspire us all. The official opening will feature the symbolic handing over of the keys to the city by Her Worship, the Mayor of Roseau, Sandra Amin Royer, to the chairman of the Dominica Festivals Committee, Mr. Gerard Coulzalatid. Following this, prepare to be mesmerized by captivating performances from our talented parade troops, offering a tantalizing taste of the incredible festivities that await. The parade will showcase the heart and soul of our carnival traditions, featuring enigmatic energy of the Olmas groups, the Sensei, Ban Move, Dakis, Lapo Cabrit. And if you don't know what these are, tune in to find out. Our reigning royalty, Miss Dominica Kiana Dyer, and the Calypso Monarch King Dice will lead the pageantry procession, joined by captivating beauty of our pageant contestants, the Carnival Princess, Miss Teen Dominica, and the Miss Dominica pageant contenders. Witness a dazzling display of our 2024 Carnival winners as they proudly march along the vibrant and youthful children's groups and flag waver squads, adding a burst of youthful exuberance to the experience. Businesses will compete for the coveted title of Best Corporate Float, showcasing their creativity and enthusiasm, as well as their support and contribution to Mass Domnik 2025. Contemporary bands entice you to join them for their innovative Juve experiences, dazzling costumes, offering a preview for the electrifying Carnival Tuesday Mass. After the parade, dance to the intoxicating rhythms of Buyo at the Band Splash from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at the Stadium Forecourt, featuring TK International and artists from the Sunrise event. Admission to the Band Splash is $15 with free entry for children 12 and under. So, like Signal Band, say yes, baby. If anybody asks, you going opening now? Take the wise advice of TK International, rum not juice. Let's all enjoy responsibly and continue to be safe and have a memorable carnival experience for everyone at Mass Domnik 2025.
Thank you very much, Miss Andrew. And I like that. Are you going to the opening of Carnival this Saturday? Yes, baby. It works. All right. We continue with the press conference. Up next, we hear from the chairperson of the Carnival Road Parade Production Committee. Her name, Mrs. Charlene White Christian.
Good morning, everyone. Protocol already been established. I will just get right on to the opening parade, the gathering of the bands, and what we expect on Saturday. On Saturday, the 18th of January 2025, we are asking all our participating groups to begin to gather from 1 p.m., as is customary, from 1 p.m. Now, we have a few activities that will happen prior to the official beginning of the parade. We will have a special presentation on the bayfront, and we are asking all our Dominican patrons to be part of that special presentation, where, as the FEM mentioned, we will be honoring Crazy T. Bellot, and there are a lot of exciting things to happen on that bayfront. But I would like to inform that from 3 p.m., we are hoping to start off the parade on time. I am going to indicate to the registered groups where you are positioned in the parade, so you have an idea as to where you are positioned. And I'm also going to indicate where we hope you can gather and where your starting point will be. So the parade will begin with our Old Mass groups. So the Kalinago Tet Mass, you are number 1. So I'm going to give you your numbers so you have an idea as to your numbers. That will also be sent to our groups through email by the DFC. Kalinago Tet Mass, Senjo Sensei, you are number 2. Maho Lapo Kabwit, number 3. Maho Sensei, number 4. Chupul Rara, number 5. Good Hope Dakis, number 6. Chupul Lapo Kabwit, number 7. Sugar Fire, number 8. Grand Bay Primary School Sensei, number 9. Sakis Lapo Kabwit, number 10. New Look Band, number 11. La Plaine Black Devils, number 12. Mystic Masqueraders, number 13. Koliho Band Movie, number 14. Now, all these groups I have called, you are to gather on the Potters, by the Pottersville Savannah, on the basketball court in front of the Catholic Church. So the 14 groups I have mentioned, you will gather on the basketball court in front of the St. Alphonsus Catholic Church. Then we will have our Miss Dominica and Calypso King Royalty Float, number 15. Our Princess winner, 2024, 16. Miss Teen Dominica winner, number 17. Miss Wob Duet winner, 2025, number 18. And you will gather as well along on the highway on the side of the church, close to the Savannah, okay, on the Eolibla Highway. Following, we have the Miss Dominica contestants, who will be numbers 19 to 23. Our Princess contestants, 24 to 29. Our Miss Teen contestants, 30 to 33. Our Junior Calypso Monarch, 34. And those floats will also gather on the Eolibla Highway along the Pottersville Savannah. We will also have the Miss Carnival Bikini contestants and the Miss OECS float at number 36. You are also to gather in that area. We have the Newton Bwabwa, who you are 37, Balloon Blast, 38, Kiddies Carnival, a Fairy Tale Carnival, number 39. We have Africulture Stilt Walkers, you are number 41, as well as your float, the OECS pull float with the music. You will also gather on the basketball court. Number 44, we have Young and Talented Flag Wavers, NBD Flag Wavers, South City Flag Wavers, Modern Movers. You will gather below the Aid Bank, so at the agricultural building which commences that street. So you will gather in that area. Then we have our corporate floats. So we have New Era Store, Grand Bay Cooperative Credit Union, Find foods for the carnival. Do It Center. You will gather next to the gassing station. Okay? Then we have Archipelago Trading, Springfield Trading, Belfast Estate, Josephine Gabriel. You will gather next to Valley Engineering. And then we have our Sunrise Float, Signal Band, and Triple K International, and you will gather next to Do It Center. So we are asking all our groups who have registered to take note of your positions and where you will be gathering, and the DFC will also inform you. Now we have some very important announcements that we would like our general public to adhere to. The very first one is we would like no patrons, okay, no onlookers to walk along inside of the parade. Please leave the parades clear, walk along the sidewalks. Okay, please walk along the sidewalks. Do not go inside of the parade. We are sending out a special call to those who want to take photographs, especially with the stilt walkers along the parade. Please do not walk inside of the groups because it can be very dangerous for the stilt walkers. I said the same thing last year, and then we still had a stilt walker who ended up falling because someone was being a little troublesome. Please, this year, again, we want to emphasize, do not walk in between the stilt walkers. Remember, these young people are on from 2.5 feet to 6 feet stilts that are simply just 2 inches, they are not much. So please, for precaution's sake, we are asking you not to walk along, inside of the groups when they are parading. Safety for us is key for all our stilt walkers. Now, as it relates to the Miss Dominica contestants and all the other pageant floats that will be on parade, we are asking our media personnel, please do not stop the floats. If you want to interview the contestants, you will have to walk alongside the floats. But we cannot stop the floats for you to interview a contestant. What that does is it creates a gap, and then we have difficulties in regaining the space. So we are asking you to interview, but walk alongside the contestants. Now, as was indicated by the FEM, when the parade leaves the Pottersville Savannah, we will have a spectacle on the bayfront where we are inviting every group that is part of the parade to do a 1.5 minute to 2.5 minute presentation on the bayfront. So there will be a walkthrough, there will be a very small stage, a 30 by 40 elevated stage, and the groups will pass over that platform, that elevated platform, so we can have a wonderful view of what the groups are like. It is a production, so we are asking everyone who is looking on the bayfront, please stay away from entering the groups while they are doing those on the bayfront. There will be railings placed on the bayfront so that onlookers can enjoy the performances. But we would like a wonderful photographic view. We would like a beautiful scene so that we can have some good footage, because we are trying to do a wonderful production for our tourism product. We are also asking all the groups, after they have left the parade and they go up to the stadium, we will ask them to please gather at the hospitality area. They will be guided by volunteers and marshals to that area to allow them to have their snacks. We are also informing our groups on the parade that, as is customary, you will have water and sweet drink on the parade. But we are also asking groups, if you can, also give your members a bottle of water or a sweet drink when the parade begins, so that we know that everyone at least starts the parade with something in their tummy. So basically, that is it for me as it relates to the road parade. And we look forward to having a successful parade on Saturday with no incidences whatsoever. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Mrs. Christian. We are incident-free in 2025. Yes. Up next, your health is your responsibility, but also ours. Learn about it from Mrs. Calma Luis. She's a Senior Environmental Health Officer responsible for food safety.
Pleasant good morning. The protocol has already been established. Let me just say good morning to the listening public as well. I am pleased to be here representing the Environmental Health Department of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services to talk about the important role our department play in ensuring food safety during the Real Mass Domnik 2025. Carnival in Dominica is a time of celebration with vibrant costumes, lively music, and, of course, an abundance of food. But with the excitement of the seasons comes the responsibility of ensuring that food we offer to participants, vendors, and spectators is safe and free from potential health risk. Our department's mandate is clear. It is to minimize the risk of foodborne illnesses and ensure a healthy environment for all. As we approach this year's festivities, I want to highlight some key points we are implementing to keep everyone safe. Key activities during the event: food stall inspection. We'll be conducting inspection of all food stalls and street vendors throughout the carnival. So our environmental health officers will be there, and we are asking you to give them the usual cooperation that you would have over the years. And the main purpose for that is to ensure that vendors are operating and adhering to food safety standards. Number 2, we'll be monitoring waste management and hygiene. We'll closely monitor waste management practices during the carnival to ensure that there are enough garbage bins for timely and waste disposal, and that vendors are keeping their stalls clean. Vendors' compliance would be number 3, and by that we'd be ensuring food safety standards are upheld during inspection and monitoring. Now we want to know what the vendors and patron needs to know during the event. Vendors, please ensure that your stalls are equipped with proper facilities for food storage, and that would include your warmers for hot foods and your coolers for raw meats and for separate drinks. Hand washing stations with soap and disposal towels must be available at all times. It is essential that all staff handling food follow proper hygiene practices, including wearing their hairnets and their clean uniforms. And as I always say, if you are in the band, you are in the band. If you are a vendor, you are a vendor. Dress appropriately. Patrons, you have a responsibility too. As a consumer, you can play a role in ensuring food safety. Look for the food handlers who are properly attired and display their valid food handlers permits. Pay attention to whether the food is being stored at the correct temperature. And if you have any concerns, we are about the place roaming, we are moving to different stores. Do not hesitate to report to us. Of course, we want to have training for vendors to ensure that they comply with the standards set by environmental health. And we have sessions for you on Monday 27th and the 29th, Wednesday the 29th at 9 o'clock in the morning at the PSU building, and on Monday, February 10th and the 17th at 4:30 for those who cannot make the morning session, and Wednesday, 5th February and 12th at 9 a.m. All these sessions at the Public Service Union building. If you need the dates, please do not hesitate to contact us. Our office is upstairs of the campus building and printing center. You can always come there to find out the days. And a call for event coordinators. You'll agree with me that event coordinators sometimes host events and the Environmental Health Department are not aware. So this year we have a call for event coordinators and organizers. to contact the Environmental Health Department with their plan details or activities so we can monitor your activities. Additionally, coordinators must ensure that all food vendors at their events are certified food handlers by the Environmental Health Department. Compliance is essential for us for the safety and the success of the real mass. In closing, we are committed to making Mass Domnik 2025 not only a joyous occasion, but also a safe one. The Environmental Health Department will be working tirelessly to ensure food offered during the event meets the highest safety standards. However, food safety, as Monel just said, it is a shared responsibility. We rely on the event coordinators, the vendors, and the public to work together in keeping our carnival safe and healthy. Let's make Real Mass Domnik 2025 a success for everyone, where the focus is not only on fun, but also on ensuring the health and well-being of all involved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Louise. And as she mentioned, it's a shared responsibility. You want to ensure that you are safe to attend the over 40 events that we are having for the Carnival experience. So that means you take care of yourself and your family members as well. So, before I close, I express a heartfelt gratitude to our speakers who have shared their insights, enthusiasm, and dedication to Saturday's opening and national parade. We deeply appreciate your passion and efforts in ensuring the success of our event. As we prepare for the grand kickoff, mark your calendars for the official opening and national parade on Saturday, January 18th at 3 p.m. The festivities will begin at the Pottersville waterfront and proceed along a different route. But don't worry, the police and road marshals will be there to guide us throughout the day. And be at the Bayfront for 4:30 p.m. You don't want to miss the displays as the bands and groups cross the stage. Yes, a stage will be erected for displays and crossings. Come with your cameras, take photos, post online, let your content go viral, right? Use the hashtags, hashtag Dominica, hashtag Dominica Festivals, hashtag Mass Domnik 2025. Be part of it and help us amplify what is amazing about our product, Mass Domnik 2025. Dominica is calling. For this season, as I mentioned earlier, we have over 40 events on our calendar, and we are ready to welcome you to a safe, authentic, and affordable experience. Traveling to Dominica has never been easier. Choose from different airlines like American Airlines, Sunrise Airways, Caribbean Airlines, Win Air, Silver Airways, Inter-Caribbean Airways, Liat 20, United joining us as of February 2025, or opt for a boat ride with RFS L'Express des Îles. For more information about Dominica's Carnival or assistance with planning your trip, visit our website www.dominicafestivals.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Dominica Festivals. Or contact our concierge team, our people with the white gloves. We are ready to assist you. Contact number 1767-275-7263 or email daconcierge1@dominica.gov.dm or daconcierge2@dominica.gov.dm. On behalf of Discover Dominica Authority, thank you very much for joining us here today. We can't wait to welcome you to Mass Domnik 2025, the real Mass, where memories are made and the spirit of Carnival shines brighter than ever. So let the countdown begin and see you this Saturday. And then March 3rd and 4th, 2025. Have a wonderful day. Take care.